Welcome to the Music Round Table with your hosts,
Clint,
Lyle,
Vicky,
and me, Kim, where the only opinions that matter is our own. We can do Coolio later. I think
the Monkees.
this one will be fun. I think it'll be fun because this is kind of like nostalgic, definitely for our childhood era more so than our teenage era. And it's not even from our era.
No.
But we're going to talk about the Monkees.
It actually came back, though, into syndication in the 80s.
That's why we know
where
it.
we got hooked into it.
So just a little blurb. The Monkees started out as a TV show about a fictitious band in 1966, so definitely well before our time. Their first single, Last Train to Clarksville, released in August of 1966, topping the Billboard charts by November. Their debut album, The Monkees, was released on October 10th, 1966, spending 13 weeks at number one on the Billboard 200. And the show ran for 2 highly successful seasons from September 1966 to March 1968. So that I just kind of figured those are good blurb. And then we can move on.
Kind of like a little history about it.
About it, right? So let's start with questions. So who watched the TV show? I know, obviously, I did.
I did. Yeah,
we did. Okay,
Yeah.
and do you guys remember liking it when you were a kid?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was like one of my favorites. It was
right?
like, I had to watch it.
The Monkees are on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. Okay, so then, did you have a favorite monkey and why?
Yeah, I don't know that I did. I know that I didn't like Mike for some reason.
Me either. 100% did not like Mike.
I can't tell you exactly why, but there was just something about him that
He never
was
really.
weird.
He wasn't smiley, laughy, jokey as much as the other guys.
As the other guys
and it just
were?
seemed
Yeah.
like arrogant, and that really came true when I watched that show.
I was going to say, which would explain a lot of what I read about him as they progressed.
Well, because Michael Nesmith, he always wore the turtleneck, didn't he? And then there was...
He always wore the toque.
He was the toque guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can only picture Peter, though.
Oh, was he your favorite?
Probably, because that's what I remember the most, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I had a little crush on Mickey, maybe.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, most of the girls, it was Davy Jones. Like Davy Jones was the eye candy.
Mickey and Davy, I like both of them. But Davy, I knew was really short, but he was adorable. But Mickey, I don't know. There was something about Mickey. And
right?
Mike.
Peter was just kind of...
Peter was there. He was dopey, though, and so back. Funny.
That explains a lot for me.
I mean, they all, I think, but he mostly partook in a lot of that. So that's why I was like, okay, that explains...
the era they all...
But it explains his dopey demeanor, because it was pretty dopey.
That's what I read. He imbibed in a lot of stuff.
He was very much peace, love.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah, well, like the two would
Not
have,
that part,
the two kind of would have clashed because one was really, really easygoing, the other wasn't.
Yeah.
And those two particular were the actual musicians.
Yes.
So there's also some conflicting...
Wow, you're skipping ahead.
Views, but anyways.
You didn't even answer the question.
It's the wealth of information.
I know, it's in here. I was just like, we were going to talk about that. But...
So did you have a favorite?
Did you have a favorite monkey? I was like, he just jumped right through the
sure did. Just like, I'm not going to answer that.
Did I have a favorite? No, I did not have a favorite. I just
liked it because it was music.
It was music. I enjoyed the show.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I was a kid.
Exactly. We were 12 when it. 11, 12 when it.
Probably.
They had the reunion in '86. It was.
Yeah.
That they came back.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I should have looked for that and watched that.
There was nothing else really to watch.
No, I mean, fair enough. Right? There wasn't really anything else on. So it was...
there was Fantasy Island and Love Boat.
Yes. All these children are like, there's nothing on TV.
Mork and Mindy.
All these children, there's nothing on TV.
Oh, yeah.
We had 13 channels, people.
Yeah.
I had 5.
If you had cable.
If you had cable, you had 13.
If you had cable.
13. I was so
jealous.
I
think we had 5 because Roger was
5,
cheap.
right? Yeah. It was like 2, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yeah.
And then I think we got one more later on, but I can't remember what that was.
13 maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Because that's how you held your antenna, right?
100%.
Right.
Yeah. There were certain channels didn't come in. Yeah. Okay. So then...
We just age ourselves terribly.
So their songs, what was interesting to find out, obviously, is we knew that some of them were not written by them because they didn't have a choice. And then near the end that they did write their own. We'll get into that too later. But so with that, what would your favorite song be? Is it going to be one of the ones that was written by the bubblegum pop empire guy, or is it going to be one of their songs? Or many. I mean,
I haven't, you know what? Honestly, I haven't even listened to their catalog in a long time. But like instantly, like even before we started, I didn't even barely looked at my notes.
Yeah.
Last Train to Clarksville popped in my head.
Totally.
And I was like totally humming it right before we recorded.
That song.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm a believer.
That's really good too. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know who wrote that. I don't know.
No, it was that. I think it was the bubblegum pop guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clint.
Because that came from their first album.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was their first two albums, it's written by the executives. So they were brought in to sing their vocal tracks on it.
Yeah, because what was that? There was the one they didn't even sing. They didn't even sing on the one album. It was recorded with their voices from the show.
Yes.
They didn't even do it.
Yeah.
Really?
They were so mad. Because they're like, okay, well, we're here to... No, it's done. It's being released tomorrow. And they're like, what the hell? We were supposed to sing on this.
That was the one I think I had notes about.
Yeah.
They weren't given any notice.
No.
They weren't even given a copy of that album. They had to go and buy it at the record store themselves.
Yeah.
That is.
Isn't that amazing? At that
It
time...
wouldn't happen.
Well, in that era, you
happen
wouldn't
nowadays?
have thought that they could do that. Like, they wouldn't have had the technology, but clearly they did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could, because you could always
Splice
cut
it.
And, yeah.
But that's a lot of work. I'm
take-
thinking now
well-
you could do it easier,
Well,
but...
yeah.
Well, that's what they kind of did with their later albums after Davey passed.
Yeah,
They took snippets of what he had recorded and added it to albums.
that's true.
Now, one of the things you got to kind of go back to the time is at that time, very like big record companies very rarely let the actual artist do the songs. Like,
Correct.
pretty much, artist comes in, you're singing this today. That's what you do. So someone else,
Very much like Elvis, right?
yeah. Someone
Pretty
else,
much.
someone else wrote the songs, arranged
Yeah.
the music. You come in, do your part, and away you go.
And he owned rights to it or something. He had a contract, this guy, and that's why they didn't want them to sing their own songs. Because
Oh.
he owned the rights to the music, and he's
Yeah,
like, but
okay.
I promised this to Neil Diamond.
Yeah, because
And I
there
promised
I can't
this
remember
to
which one
this
it was.
person.
There is a song that yeah.
There was a couple of them, and again, I have
Yeah.
them in the notes. I was just looking for it, and I can't
Yeah.
find it at the moment. But
The Neil Diamond one, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember. It was one of the hits. It
It
might have been
was.
Clarksville. It might have actually been Clarksville.
and Daydream Believer, I think, was the other one.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting the way that they come in and just take over your life, and you have no choice and no say. And so, like you were saying, it was like that a lot with them back then.
Yeah, like there was certain members in the band where some members were just okay. Well, I'm fine with it. I'm getting to sing songs and I'm good with it. Other ones who are true musicians or whatever don't like the fact of being excluded from doing what they're supposed to be doing because pretty much they're the face to this. They want their input.
And because, like you said too, Peter and Mike were the actual musicians in the band. I think they were this was a stopover for them. This was not what they wanted to do. It was just something that they could get money doing because they weren't actors.
Yeah.
No,
They did this because it was musical and they could maybe get their own music out there, and that wasn't happening. So they got frustrated. Like Mike especially got frustrated.
yeah,
And him and Peter apparently didn't get along very well. They would always butt heads because they were the two musicians. So that's why they said Mickey Dolenz was singing a lot of the songs, is because that was the only way to stop the two from fighting or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Because we watched a show called Daydream Believers, the Monkees story. And it came out in 2000. And I don't remember who the actors were, but holy crap. So very well put together in the fact that they seemed very similar. They were able to act like them. It definitely went in a depth of all the different things that were going on in the music or the TV show at that time and how it worked. It was really interesting. There was things in there that I didn't expect, like them meeting the Beatles. I didn't know they met the Beatles.
Yeah.
And people called them the American Beatles, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I had no idea
because
about that.
they were like,
well, and Davy Jones's look was done on purpose.
Yeah.
To mimic the Beatles.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Right,
So when
yeah.
they got there, when they were in London, the Beatles are like, "We're throwing you a party. Come see us." So they threw them a party. at where was it? The London, 1 second here.
It was a speakeasy, I remember that.
It was a speakeasy. Threw them a party in their honor at the Speakeasy Club in London, July 1967, which inspired the song Randy, I'm thinking it says Scousegit. I think that's what it says, which Mickey wrote. So, because it was very much one of those 60s parties with all the drugs and the alcohol and the women. But the Beatles were like, yeah, we like your stuff. Basically, I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. And they're like, oh, because, people think we're just TV show like actors or whatever, but we're musicians. So, I mean, that was interesting. And then the other thing they brought up, had no idea. Jimi Hendrix opened for them.
What?
Really?
Yes. So it was during their North American tour, July of 67. They pushed to have him on the tour because Peter and Mickey had seen them at like seen him at a summer festival tour. It was before he had hit it big.
I was going to say that was
but
before.
It was the Jimi Hendrix Experience. I can't remember what song he played, but he was basically getting booed off the stage because the girls wanted Davy. They were screaming, "We want Davy, we want the Monkees." They didn't like Jimi Hendrix, and neither did the parents. Nobody, so he ended up leaving the tour.
Unfortunately, they weren't paying attention to the demographic. It was like, upcoming musicians would be like me and you going out, oh, we got to get this guy. Yeah. And then you walk into it and it's, it's completely different. It's a completely different audience to
totally different music, totally different. Yeah.
Yeah. They're teeny boppers listening to their bubblegum pop. So it was so freaking, I was like, Jimi Hendrix? What the heck? And then I found out that it was before he had hit it just after that, but still, like, holy crap! Who would have thought the Monkees,
right?
And Jimi Hendrix?
That is
totally clash, right?
Yeah.
So
and I found it was "I'm a Believer" and "A Little Bit Me, A Little Bit You" that were written by Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Oh, I can totally feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit me, a little bit you. That totally sounds like a Neil Diamond song when you listen to that.
Right.
Yeah, so there's all these big writers writing for them. There's all these parties and people they're meeting and things they're doing, and they sound like a real rock band. And they turned it to a real rock band, which, there's other ones, obviously, that we've seen that have been musical TV shows or had songs written for shows. But this is like such a different aspect of it because they pushed to make sure they became a band. So, I don't know. I just think it's...
Yeah, like pretty much what it is obviously some executive out there saw what happened with Beatlemania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, can we make this work? And then obviously with Beatlemania, they were doing the movies and stuff like this. Can we make something North American and make it work? And that's pretty much where the idea for the Monkees came from. And then, as you mentioned, I don't know if you mentioned this, but when we were talking earlier, is like this in essence is almost what you would call the first boy band.
Yeah, the boy bands, yeah.
Is, executives, they put the auditions out. It's like they wanted actors, but they also wanted people who could sing and stuff like this. So prior to the formation of this band, they had no idea who each other were.
No, they were put together. And they wanted weird people. They didn't want normal people. That's what the director was looking for.
Yeah, the director
I actually
wanted...
have
Do you have one?
Yeah, for the advertisement that they had for the casting.
Oh, perfect. Was,
quote, "Madness, auditions, folk and rock musicians, singers for acting roles in new TV series. Running parts for 4 insane boys at age 17 to 21. Want spirited Ben Franks types. Have the courage to work, must come down for an interview." That's what they put out there.
That's a great ad.
Yeah, I don't know how the interviews went, but when we watched the show, it was kind of funny because you get all these guys and like they're all singing "Kumbaya, my friends," and he's just like, "Get out of here!" And so,
You're too normal. We don't want you.
And I think it was when, was it
Peter?
No, Mike.
It was Mike.
Oh, Mike. Yeah.
When Mike showed up, like. He pretty much his wife just told him, well, just go and all this. He took his laundry with him.
Yes.
And
I read that.
He took his laundry.
He's like, can I do my laundry after? Let's get this done. I need to do my laundry.
He just kind of came in, wasn't giving a shit.
It's very odd. And she was pregnant. I was like completely floored that one of them was married and had a pregnant wife. So bizarre. You wouldn't have thought that. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he just like he didn't care about
care.
and so in essence he kind of went in to blow it.
Yeah. And ended up with the gig.
Ended up getting it because he wasn't pressured to conform to anything. He was his own person, and that's what they wanted.
Yeah, and it's not a job he wanted. He wanted to be a musician, so he was like, I don't care if I blow this or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally bizarre.
Wow.
Yeah. What else we got?
Well, kind of going back to when you were talking about how, at the beginning it was all the execs or whatever that were writing the songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For the TV show, Peter Tork actually wrote the song. It's called For Pete's Sake. And it was used as the closing theme for the TV show.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't get rights until the second season or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they were just like, nope, that's it. We want to sing or we're done.
Yeah, they had a huge falling out with their
that musical
producers.
guy. He's like, I'm going to sue you. And then they totally broke down. What's it? I can't remember what time it was at, but they when they broke down was pretty much after they had met Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I read that story.
Yeah, because Jack Nicholson, they went to a party or something with him, and it was their producer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so
he was the director. He was friends with Jack.
Yeah, well, Jack was actually hanging around
And watching
while they're filming.
One of the TV producers.
Yeah. Oh, the TV producer. Yeah.
And they came up with the idea we should make
this
a movie.
Mm-hmm. Which what the heck was it called? It's so
Dirt.
It's called
Dirt.
Head.
Or Head. That was it. I was like, oh.
What was funny is what it came
awful.
from is obviously they were partaking in some of the extracurriculars of the time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they had set a recorder.
Oh yeah, that was right.
And they just obviously when you're in that lucid state, you're just saying
rambling,
whatever.
Yeah.
And they literally took those notes
and made a movie
and tried to make a movie of it. And
that was the basis of Jack Nicholson's screenplay.
Inebriated in some sense, what you say in those things is not entirely coherent and does not translate well. And yet they tried to make a movie of it.
Yeah,
basically.
They did make a movie of it.
They did.
It
did
did not
do well.
Did not receive well.
Well, yeah, because I think Jack Nicholson
not
did
for the movie, but apparently the soundtrack did very well.
Yeah, I'm sure that part did well because the movie doesn't make sense, right? I actually want to find it and watch it because I think it would be hilarious.
Right? Totally.
We should totally watch it and see, compare it to the Yellow Submarine and see how bad it is.
I like Yellow Submarine.
I know, but some of those movies are really because they have more than that one. But then I think Jack Nicholson went on from there to do that Easy Rider thing, and that's where his career took off. So it's just very interesting seeing all these people that were around them at the same time and how their careers went, which kind of leads me to wondering, did you guys watch or follow any of the Monkees in their later careers?
I think I saw them. They came to the P&E once.
Yeah.
I think I saw them then. This was, I don't even know, 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
At least. But yeah, I remember seeing them.
Doing reunion stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing about a reunion show, but I don't remember if I watched it or not.
I don't think so. I saw snippets of it.
I didn't follow it.
No. They kind of just fell off, right? Mm-hmm. The only one was Davy Jones.
You hear the names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You knew who it was.
I would say I remember hearing when they passed away.
Yeah. But other than that.
Because I think the only thing I remember is I would watch movies with Davy Jones later. But that was the only one. I don't know what happened to the rest of them until we did this.
Was on Scooby-Doo.
Sure was.
Yes.
But he did the movies in the 90s that were pretty big. I can't remember the names right now, but I know I watched them.
Yeah.
But he's the only one.
That's not surprising because he was Broadway. He was on Broadway before they started on the Monkees.
That's where you got to look at the different ones because Mickey Dolenz was actually a child actor.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got another neat little tidbit from him. So this is way off topic, but Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp's band is Hollywood Vampires.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Hollywood Vampires was a drinking club in 70s.
I think so, in Hollywood.
In LA and stuff. Obviously, Alice Cooper was the president of the club at the time.
Shocker.
Of course he was.
One of the members of the club was Mickey Dolenz.
Oh.
And pretty much what it was is I can't remember which club it was, but there was a club they had in Hollywood, and like everyone always tries to get into the club, and there's like the VIP room and all this, and then there's one room which was pretty much for the actors and stuff like this, way up top, so you can see everything that's going on in the club, but they had their own private section, and they called it Hollywood Vampires. And I was obviously researching it for other reasons and all this, and as I go, one of the founding members was Mickey Dolenz, and I just thought that was kind of interesting.
That is
Not
interesting.
That I didn't come
clean
across.
cut.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty good. I thought that was funny when you told me the other day. I was like, what?
Right.
I'm learning about the Monkees. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
like
so
I didn't know
much.
that there was much. Like I wrote down some stuff, and you're talking
Hitting all
about
of
it,
it,
right?
yeah.
But no, there's other things that. Yeah.
Well, we never looked past the TV show, right?
Yeah.
Or really looked into what the TV show was about. We just thought, oh, it's a TV
Like,
show.
We knew their songs, and
Yeah.
they
You
had
heard
I was
them
going to
on the
say
radio.
they released a couple of albums when they reunited in 1996 and 2001.
Yeah, they did. They tried to go.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But there was just Mike didn't want to be around the bubblegum pop anymore. That was part of it. They got told on the set of the movie that the show had been canceled.
Yeah.
So they're all like, "What are we gonna do now?" So they didn't really have. I don't think they knew what they were gonna do at that point. But
Like it's a
No,
difficult.
Mike basically buggered off at that point.
yeah,
and left the three of them.
Yeah, it was a difficult thing, is because like especially being it's like so you have two of them that are Broadway or actors and stuff like this. So the television program, all that makes sense. The other two were actually just musicians.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Like one for them to do the acting aspect, and then not to be able to do their music. Like you come in, this is what you're doing, and that's where they kind of
they
clashed.
wanted
and butted heads.
the more creative control because Mickey didn't play an instrument.
No, he had to
only
learn.
he had to learn drums.
Yeah.
Because he only ever sang.
Yeah.
When he had because
I saw somewhere is apparently I think he does play guitar.
I was
but-
going to say, I think he knew guitar, and that was it.
Oh, maybe at that, but from what I read, he had a band before this happened, and he was only a singer, and then he didn't play instruments until he was taught on the Monkees
Yeah.
because he didn't want But I wonder,
Yeah.
maybe
Peter
he
was a
did play the guitar before.
multi-instrumentalist, so he
Yeah,
was the
he
one
was.
that taught him.
Yeah.
And like Davy Jones is the same thing as Davy Jones. Like even throughout the show, didn't play an
No,
instrument.
they gave him a tambourine.
Ultimately,
tambourine,
he was literally hired as the eye. Like
candy.
Yes.
he had the
Yeah,
voice.
he was the front man.
and he was
He-
adorable.
He had the voice, and he was the eye candy.
Yes.
So they're
Yeah.
like here they'd hand him a tambourine, and I think at a certain point, like he wanted to learn
Yeah.
Yeah.
to play an instrument, and they're
And
just
they
like,
wouldn't let him.
no, you just
They wouldn't
you
let
just
him.
This is
Yeah.
what you do.
yeah, you stay up front and you sing the songs, and
Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't last. I think that was a pretty toxic environment from what I've read and seen. It's
Yeah.
I don't know how they made it that long, honestly, because it was 2 seasons. Two
It seemed
highly
like it
successful
was
seasons.
a lot longer, though.
It did. Those
Looking
reruns.
back. Right?
First of all, that's North American season. So North American,
They're longer.
they flood the programs. It's usually
Yeah.
like somewhere in the vicinity of 22 episodes a year.
Or at least it used to be.
Or it used to
Yeah.
be. Whereas like if you're looking at UK versions, like they only
They're like
usually
10.
do 10
Yeah.
a year or whatever.
Yeah.
And like near the beginning and the end, one of the problems is like the writing kind of stagnated.
Mm-hmm.
So there was pretty much, I think what they said in the show is like, we're coming out with skits that were rejected in the first season,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
but they needed some kind of material
Something
to keep it going. So,
Yeah.
well, we're just going to go with this one. Like, well, we didn't like it the first time. Why are we doing it now?
Why are we doing it now? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
Well,
just
but it's better
plateauing.
now.
It's better now. They won't care anymore. They just want to watch you.
That's right.
That's
I
not
do
okay.
remember there was one episode, and obviously it's the sign of the time, but they had pretty much white people playing Asians on the episode.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember that. I was like, wait, yeah, okay.
I guess I didn't watch it
Sample
very
hats.
carefully back
Well,
then.
I
you
mean, back
wouldn't-
then we were,
I
like
don't
I said,
remember
11,
that,
12,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was not on our radar as things that were
No.
not
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
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 You know, there's a lot of stuff that went on when we were younger that
Yeah.
is now
That's not
deemed
okay.
not
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah. But that's okay. We
Yeah.
saw it. We didn't become bad people over
No,
it.
we
No.
didn't.
Some people did, but we'll just have to
I
go
don't know
back.
if I don't know if I would want to have been that during that, like be a part of that. Mm-hmm. But
But then they didn't
They
have
wouldn't know any better.
actors. Well, because there wasn't any actors,
No.
right? Like they didn't hire them. So
Yeah.
even if they wanted to be an actor, those people in those demographics were not being hired.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty sad.
It is.
Yeah, because it's just the way they were, right?
On the flip side, if there was an Indian in any kind of program, it was probably Graham Greene.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he was in a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess my maybe the final thing would be, do you think this type of show could happen again in the same kind of context?
No.
No.
No,
Yes, no.
because it was a powder cake. It was just that.
It was a lightning in the bottle type situation, definitely. There has been some notable ones where they've tried or whatever.
Yeah, because you have a list we can talk about other ones. Yeah.
You wouldn't capture the magic, I think, of the time because it was something so new and so fresh. So at the time, people didn't know what to make of it. It was just like once again, you're coming off the heels of Beatlemania and stuff like this. Now it's in your televisions. This is great. This is awesome. You're jumping onto it. Nowadays, we don't have those kind of craves. Well, mind you, there's all the madness with Taylor Swift, so maybe you can. I don't know.
But yeah, but being actors who turn into a band that then becomes an actual band,
Yeah.
I don't think
That wouldn't happen.
No.
I don't think so easily today.
I don't think it would happen so easily. It could possibly happen. I think part of the problem is like now people come in and it's the ego and they're the actor first, musician second. Where in this one, I think it was reversed.
The opposite way, yeah.
It was more musician first and just something to fill the time kind of idea. So
Yeah.
I would never close the door on it, but like anything that we've seen, it's really going to be hard to hit that lightning strike again.
Well, it's just that it
Well,
is
and
such
how
an
new
anomaly.
was sitcoms back then,
Right.
too?
That's the thing too.
Well, I was
There's
gonna
so
say,
many.
yeah, they
Like
were
that was
just
probably
starting.
the first of many
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I Dream of Jeannie was then like all those ones that.
mid '60s and all, like
Yeah, they had so many different shows
Yeah.
then. I mean, the ones we have now, obviously we have more and more, but they're not the same kind of idea base. Like it was so new, the sitcom kind of thing, right? It was, now it's not. It's
Situation comedy for those who
I
don't
was-
understand.
I was going to say, like, they didn't even call it sitcom. It was the
No.
full situation comedy when they described it on TV.
That's fair. Yeah,
well, that
that's
was the thing,
true.
like how common were TVs too, like
Not very.
Not
in the
very.
50s,
They came
they
out in
were-
late 50s, right?
late
Yeah.
50s and then
Yeah.
60s.
Yeah.
That was all new.
Yeah. It's just,
It's
sad
weird to
that
think
you-
about that was new.
It was new. Yeah. It's just sad to think about that you'll never have those kind of things again. It happens once.
Yeah.
And it's just that perfect storm. It's like, oh, it was so good. It was so interesting.
It just
Now
had
it's
that
over.
feel good about
Yeah.
it, right?
So that's
over.
like you're interested things you're mentioning is so the 50s is like you had it. There was only limited broadcast times and stuff, and it was the family would the
You
whole
had-
family would gather to watch
Yeah.
the one TV on a screen that's like no bigger than 12 inches, and they would watch it.
Yep.
Like nowadays, you got like
10
you have
TVs.
5 screens in your house. Everybody's watching something different, and it's streaming, and so
Yeah.
it
So
does
different.
miss
Lost everything.
It does miss the mark on a lot of things.
I was thinking for some reason.
TV is no longer appointments.
No,
For some
based.
reason, I was
based,
thinking
in a house.
Back to the Future for some reason. Then
Yeah.
when,
Yeah.
when Marty went back to 1955 and they
Yeah.
were watching the one
Jackie
show,
Gleason.
The Jackie Gleason.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
at
seen
night.
this one.
Yeah, I've seen this one. But how
you
many?
did?
But that was a skit, right? That
Yeah.
was then, and then
Yeah.
it was either the Ed Sullivan Show or
Yep.
nights or some news
Yeah.
that would come on, right?
Well, yeah.
And then this was the first of many after that,
Oh, for sure.
right? So
And then I know, Vicky, you looked up some things that are similar to the idea of it. What were the ones you found?
Oh, I had a bunch of notes about
Oh, there we
like
go.
other. I called them fictional bands that became mainstream.
Okay.
yes,
So, like, just to name a few, like the Archies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the song "Sugar Sugar."
Yep.
100%.
That came from an animated TV show.
Yeah.
Based on a comic book.
Yeah.
Not a real band.
Not a real band.
But the song made it into like the real charts.
Well, that's interesting because I'm reading your note on it, and the guy who produced it is the one who had the falling out on the Monkees. So he
that's
pretty
right.
much left and said,
He
well,
left
screw
and
you,
said-
I'm going to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, 'cause
and
it
that's
says
exactly
it's-
how it went.
A separate crew from the voice actors on the show performed the music, so they were uncredited.
Yeah.
which is really sad.
It is. I read that too, and I was just like, okay, that's not right.
Yeah, because I know we wanted to do one on the Archies too, so that'll coming at you later at some
Yeah.
point. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, they're interesting.
But things like the Partridge Family.
I
Yeah.
love the Partridge Family.
Right?
Yeah.
I had David Cassidy up in my wall.
Did you?
Sure did.
Yeah, and Sean Cassidy too.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, didn't you get in trouble for that?
I was
Him up on your wall.
11, 12.
You had a poster of him on
Yes,
your
I had
wall.
a poster of him on my wall. I didn't have David himself. Damn it. Right? That would
Or
have been
did
cool.
she?
The
No.
Cassidy brothers, man, that would have been fun.
But I mean, like the song "I Think I Love You." Everybody
Yes.
knows that one too, and that was just from the TV show. But
Yes.
they went on to, make more albums, and David Cassidy went on to have a solo career, and
Yeah, so he's the one that made it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, because it was because I think on that one it was Shirley Jones and David Cassidy. I think they were the only two musical talents to the show. I know with Danny Bonaducci.
Bonaducci.
They all sang and did something on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say they all sang,
but yeah, he didn't play bass or anything like this.
No. And the albums were all billed as Shirley Jones featuring
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Cassidy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, there were several. The one that came to mind that triggered my idea to do this was the Wonders, formerly the Oneaters.
Yes.
From
The
that,
Oneaters.
From That Thing You Do.
That thing you do.
Right? I love that song.
I do too.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I love the movie. And actually,
So
it's the Playtone company that Tom Hanks and what's his name? Gary Goetzman? Not sure how you pronounce that. They created the actual Playtone label based on the Playtone label that they made in the movie.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
that company actually exists now also because of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How it just kind of like adds something else to something else, right?
Right?
I know, yeah, Clint, you mentioned Spinal Tap the other day when we were talking about it because
yes.
Spinal Tap, because I was
Big
kind of like,
bottom.
there's not as many, like this kind of thing with the Monkees, right? Like
Yep.
this exact kind of thing. The closest I would say is Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
And, well, see, that one was interesting because that obviously wasn't a
It was a
television
joke.
show. It was a mockumentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that before there was really coined a mockumentary or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like, I enjoyed it. It was hilarious.
So I didn't know that about Tenacious D, that they started as a short comedy show at HBO.
Yeah, no, Tenacious D was another one's comedy. And it would, like, so there's a good example. Is Tenacious D
Yeah.
started as a comedy skit, and they went around to touring the world as Tenacious D, releasing albums.
Yeah.
I love Tenacious D.
I do like Tenacious D.
Yeah. Very good.
See, I like Jack Black as an actor. Don't
You-
really
oh,
care
you're
for
not
the music.
You're not into Tenacious D?
No.
Oh, that's
come
awesome.
on, so
No, is
good.
Okay,
It's
you
so
have
Maybe,
to
maybe
watch,
I have to spend more time listening
have
to
you
it.
watched the
too.
show School of Rock?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's,
Yeah.
That's on my
I
list
mean-
here.
You haven't
I-
seen it?
No, I've seen it.
Oh,
I said it's on my list here. It's on my
sorry.
list.
Sorry. Okay.
I just found a Rolling Stone 50 of the fake bands and real songs.
Okay.
So they're on the list. I just picked a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Brady
I
Bunch.
know. I had
was
like,
one.
I had
Yeah,
the Brady
Brady
Bunch,
Bunch.
the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Who else?
So my favorite on my list was, Sesame Street, Muppets,
Yes.
and the other Muppets, Kermit, Ernie, all of them.
Oh, yeah.
With Ernie and Kermit, of course, being voiced by the late great Jim Henson.
I
And-
think there is an Electric Mayhem movie, a new one. Out.
Yes, I think I read that too.
Okay, because, growing up, obviously, I'm a drummer and stuff. My idol to start off with is
Was Animal. Yes. Yes, it is. You
Love that.
Animal.
But I just thought it was a funny coincidence that, it's only been Kermit and Ernie that have been,
The singers?
singers, but there's those songs. Ernie for Rubber Ducky
Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
and Rainbow Connection. Those are the
Oh,
only
that song
two
makes me wanna
songs out of
cry.
all of the songs that the Muppets and
Yeah.
Sesame Street Puppets have ever done. Those are the only two songs that have ever hit the Billboard.
that is interesting.
Right?
But they are two very good songs.
Very good songs. So yeah,
That's
that was about
interesting.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always delve into
Those
deeper
kind of
things.
yeah.
At a
That
later
could be a
date, but I
whole-
just thought it was.
A whole show on that.
I was like, there were so many more, but I had to stop.
Well,
There was a lot that did.
I have to add one more.
Sure.
Nick Rivers and Top Secret. Spend this night with me.
So that's just a song from a movie?
Yeah. That was,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you've never seen the movie Top Secret, go find it, go see it. It's,
I have watched it. I don't remember that song.
It's the silliest movie out there, but it's hilarious.
sorry, I had to put that in there. Anyway.
Yeah.
If
All right.
anything, you see it for the cow.
Yes.
For the cow.
So you're gonna have to watch it again
You're
because I
gonna
don't
have to
remember
watch
the cow.
Well,
They dress up as a
Oh,
cow.
the gumboots?
And yeah, there's
Yeah.
a cow
Yeah,
in
yeah,
gumboots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
too. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long
Yeah.
time. Not
I
very.
actually have that movie.
so do I.
Perfect.
Anyway.
I'm not surprised by this. Not surprised in the least.
Totally.
But yeah, so interesting.
I
Interesting.
learned a lot of new things about
Did
the Monkees.
you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, we're
Amazing.
That's why I
glad.
sat back and just
Just listen.
let us ramble.
yeah.
Let us ramble.
Yeah.
We're good at that.
Absolutely.
I glazed over a bunch of the questions I was asked. So
You sure did.
As per usual.
Rude. But if you guys are able to, you should watch that movie. Okay, what?
No, I was just gonna say I just wanted to add one more little thing.
Okay.
They had a Christmas album.
The Monkees did?
The Monkees did.
Need to look for.
It's called Christmas Party.
Okay.
It was released in October of 2018.
Okay. May need this.
So I thought that might be of interest to you.
That's 100% of interest to me because we know how much I love Christmas albums.
Yep.
And
2018, is that not two members would have been dead at that point?
Well, yeah, apparently they did. It's a mix of holiday standards and original songs newly recorded by the trio. So Mike
Mike was-
participated,
okay.
yeah.
as well as using previous recordings from Davy Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Because we only have one left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
we
must
only have
protect
one
him at
left.
all costs.
That's right.
Because he's like 80 something.
Something.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
shocked actually because I was like, I know we were going to
can't
end
be
this,
that
but
old. Yeah.
I know. I was thinking like, I know this wasn't our thing, but then I was like looking at the stuff. I was like, oh yeah, wow, they're like
Right?
some of them
Because
are
we
older
didn't,
than my
we
parents,
didn't even get into it until 20 years
No.
after the fact.
right? So you're just like, oh, damn, they're old.
And I didn't know Davy Jones passed away first. I didn't.
Oh, you
realize
didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in 2012.
Did you know he was a jockey?
No, I did
No.
not know that.
Oh, okay, another story.
Story
Can we
time.
tell we love the Monkees? Okay, so that was his dream, was to be a jockey. So he was only doing music, or not music, but the Broadway, all that kind of stuff to kind of like whatever, like do it while he was waiting, because that's all he really wanted to do was go back and be a jockey.
Oh, wow.
And doing that and getting his name out there and becoming famous helped him on his way, and he did do it. But more of a passion, like not as
Not
a job.
competitive. Not as
Right,
competitive.
right,
Yeah,
right.
it was
Yeah.
still competitive, but it was like more for his fun or whatever. Because he's like the perfect size to be a jockey.
Well, actually, he's tall for a jockey. Like,
Yeah.
I was going to
guess
say, I can
so.
kind of see
A
that
little
based on
bit.
his stature. Yeah.
yeah, like our view of him, like, oh yeah, he's perfect size. But in reality, jockeys.
For jockeys are a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did say he was too big. Where is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
that I did not know.
He stepped away from it to pursue acting and music. He later achieved his dream by earning an amateur riding license and winning his first race in 1996.
Aw.
I know. So that's a happy note. We'll leave it there.
Learn something new every day.
Right?
There you
That's
go.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Well, thanks for listening. It was good. Yeah, we'll catch you on the B-side.
Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable. Please like and comment where you listen to the podcast. And make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. Until next time.